Okay, hello, welcome back to the channel, or if you're new here, hi, my name is Urvi and I have not been vlogging for a very long time. I took some time off, unintentional time off of YouTube because one, it's just like a lot of work making a video, and two, I've just been living my best hot girl summer life. Basically, for the last like 2 weeks, I've had literally plans every day or every other day in the midst of other things that are kind of like in the works and I can't talk about right now. All in all, I can't complain. It's been a really great summer so far. And sometimes when you're living life, social media has got to take a back seat, and I'm not gonna feel bad about that. So all intentional, I've just decided that this summer I'm going to be the most extroverted, outgoing version of myself, because I just want to make the most of summer. Some of my best friends are planning to leave the city, so I want to maximize my time with them. I want to build new friendships so I can fill that little void in my life that's going to be there when my friends leave. And then the hidden agenda is also still trying to meet someone out in the wild versus on the dating apps. So all of that combined, I have a pretty stacked social calendar on purpose. It is Monday, July 1st. It is the first day of Q3, first day of the second half of the year. Everything feels very aligned today because it's like a clean slate, fresh start. Monday, July 1st. I came back home from work a little bit early today because we had Wi-Fi issues in the office. I am going on a first date. Haven't had a first date in like, I want to say 2.5 or 3 months. My last one was in March. I'd taken some time off of online dating to prioritize just being out there and trying to meet people, romantic or otherwise, in the real world. Truly, because I'm living for the plot this summer, I also have another first date tomorrow night. So 2 first dates on a Monday and a Tuesday, one after the other. Haven't done this since maybe I was like 25. So this truly is my hot feral girl summer with a side of wholesome as always. What else do I want to catch you guys up on? I'm 3 weeks exactly from my trip to Europe. I'm about a month away from turning 30. So this month kind of just truly feels like for me a fresh start all around. I'm just ready to embrace my natural Leo energy. I'm ready to not take things as seriously. I've realized that I have been taking life a little bit too seriously and it's never that serious. So I just want to maximize having fun. I'm wearing my gold satin bodysuit with my skirt, and this kind of looks like a dress, but it's actually separate, and they're both old Zara. It's pretty hot out. Really praying that we don't end up with under boob sweat. But let's go. All right, let's debrief, shall we? I just went on a quick run. I wanted to do 2 miles, but I could only push myself to 1.5 miles today. Because I haven't been vlogging, you probably don't know, but if you do follow me on Instagram, you know that I've been kind of pushing myself with running. I ran 2 races in the last 2 weeks. Both were 4-milers, and then 2 weeks ago, for the first time, I hit a 10K, and my goal again at the end of this week to either do a 10K or push myself a little bit further and maybe, oh my gosh, this guy's always here. Sorry about that. My apartment looks directly into another person's balcony, and so that guy's like always outside, and I get very conscious because he can literally see me with my camera set up filming. I feel like I've been pushing my body a lot and I'm starting to feel some aches. My IT band feels a little bit stressed, so I don't want to overdo it and cause injuries. But there's this trend on TikTok, if you haven't seen it, like if you ask me how do you feel about running, I would say yeah, running's cool, running's really great. But if you ask me on a deeper level, I would say that running has low-key changed my life, increased my self-respect so much, cured my body dysmorphia. I have severe body dysmorphia, or I think I did have it, but slowly but surely I'm starting to respect my body so much, starting to love my body and respect how much it can do, because running is such a difficult sport, and if my body can do that, I have like so much respect for it. Running has literally changed my outlook in life. It's free therapy. It is amazing for my mental health. I can work through my feelings and my emotions. I can process things on my runs. Date last night, that was not great. I kind of knew though that going into it that he was not my type. I'm trying to branch out and date different people because I feel like my type of guys have just so far just not been great and have all been commitment phobic. So I'm like, you know, maybe I should give a different type of man a chance, which is what I'm doing, which is what I did last night. Didn't work out, it's fine. There just wasn't enough chemistry. The conversation was kind of like very dull and boring. And I was still home in bed by 10 p.m. So I still consider that a win. Happy 4th of July. Date number 2 was unexpected because it's not someone that I thought I could be into, but I kind of was. Maybe he was a bit too young for me. He was 27, and I don't know if we kind of want the same things in life right now. My goal this summer is to just take everything a little bit less seriously than I have, as I mentioned at some point in this vlog, and so I'm not gonna overthink it. I do have another first date next week. Yes, I'm really putting myself out there. Last night I went out with my friend Lori on a little spontaneous summer night out. I think June has been the most wholesome, fulfilling, friendful month of my life. There was a point when I had broken up and I was alone and I had no friends and I was building my friend group from scratch, where I used to think and I used to feel like, wouldn't it be so great if I just had friends who plans just naturally happen with, versus having to like scrounge through my contacts for someone to text to hang out with? And I'm literally living that life right now where it just feels like all of my friends are just like family, and I can do things and I don't have to push to make plans. Things just happen, and it's just, human connection is so important. I felt so fulfilled in all of my friendships recently. There is a little bit of sadness there too, because 2 of my best friends are leaving the city in August, and both are moving to the West Coast, and I'm just trying to, you know, maximize my time with them and be grateful for these connections that I've always wished I had. So last night we went and got dosas, we then got ice cream and went on a walk on the West Side Highway, chatted about life and updates in our lives, and watched the sun go down. There were some beautiful signs last night. Ended up seeing a balloon, some fireflies, and I just came back home feeling so eternally grateful for the life that I'm living right now and all the things in my life that have happened right from the start for me to end up here. I posted this June recap on my Instagram today. If you don't follow me there, you should. It's just the best way to keep up with me. The caption of one of those posts was that I'm so grateful for all of the puzzle pieces of my life that have led to this big picture. Because if I hadn't randomly started feeling like science probably wasn't the best career for me, then I wouldn't have explored image consulting. If I wouldn't have explored image consulting, I probably would never have started my fashion blog. And if I hadn't started my fashion blog, I wouldn't have decided that I wanted to do my master's in fashion and move abroad. And if I hadn't done that, then I would never find myself in New York. And if I hadn't found myself in New York, then I would have never been in the relationship that I was. And then if that relationship had not ended and I hadn't found myself in the trenches, then I wouldn't have put myself out there in a way that I did, because I knew I had to rebuild my connections and my friendships. And if I hadn't put myself out there, then I wouldn't have met the beautiful friends that I have met in my life right now. And if I hadn't met them, then I wouldn't be experiencing life so completely and so wholly as I am right now. And so this is your sign and my sign to just trust the process. Everything happens for a reason. In the grand scheme of things, the universe and God has your back. You just need to give up the how and the when to the bigger power and just ask for what you want and you will receive it. I'm reading this book right now and it's called Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself by Dr. Joe Dispenza, and I absolutely cannot recommend it enough. He talks about the science behind manifestation, talks about the chemistry, how you can change your thoughts to change your body chemistry, to then that impacting your brain, and then the brain sending signals to your body to act differently, and then your body then interacting differently with the quantum field to manifest literally any reality that you want, because what you want is already out there and your job is to just ask and be in a state to receive. The universe in this world is so much more than we can comprehend in 3D, and this book is just, if you've ever been on the fence about manifesting, I think this one also has a lot of studies quoted that can prove that a bigger power and something bigger exists, and it is literally just physics and science. So highly recommend that book. I also want to read this journal entry that I wrote last night because I was just feeling so grateful. And hold on, before I do that, here's a spread I made in my journal from June. It has all of the places I went, things I did, milestones I achieved, all of that stuff. And then last night's journal entry is, I truly believe that everything happens for a reason, because if I hadn't broken up with someone, I would never have found myself in the rooms that I did and would never have met the people that I did. The friends that I've grown to know and love so deeply, and the friendships that I know without a doubt will transcend time and distance. I waited a really long time to find these friendships, the kind that heal broken parts of you that you didn't even know existed, and I would never trade all the hurt, the pain, and the darkness I felt and had to work my way out of for any other life, if that meant trading what I have now. One day when I'm old and gray, I'll remember the summer of 2024, the beautiful nights with friends who've healed me, the New York City death runs in the heat, the for the plot nights trying to be feral and trying to find my husband out in the wild, the back-to-back date nights, the extrovert side coming out to play, the drama, the wholesome conversation, and even the lonely feeling that still creeps in sometimes despite all the good in my life. I know that this will be one of the sweetest chapters of my life and the last month of my 29th year. Maybe this is the universe's way of sending off my 20s with a bang, and I'm so here for it. And I also drew little red balloons because that's what I saw last night on the West Side Highway, and I think that was a sign that everything in my life is going to work out exactly the way that it's supposed to. And I'm sending these vibes your way as well. Before I get too emotional and start crying, because I do have my makeup and my outfit on for a 4th of July patio hang party that I'm having with some of my friends, let me show you my outfit for the night. Because it's July 4th, I'm doing all white. I'm wearing a white bodysuit, and you've probably seen this skirt before. I got it from Abercrombie recently. This is a cute little 4th of July outfit. We're gonna sit on the patio, watch the fireworks, grill some corn. The energy that I feel right now in this last month of my 20s is just unmatched, and I can only hope and pray that this carries on to my 30s. And Europe is in 3 weeks. That I'm very excited about that. I'm starting to like research things. So drop your recommendations for Amsterdam, for Spain, Mallorca, for Belgium in the comments. Sunday, I went out for I want to say a 4-ish mile run today. It was not easy. I honestly feel like I should be getting better at this point and progressing faster than I am in my running journey, because I will have a break in training when I do go to Europe for 2 weeks. And my half marathon is October, which is coming up faster than I can imagine. I'm only up to a 10K right now, and even 4 miles on most days feels a lot, but I'm giving myself some grace. You know, it's summertime. It's the hottest summer we've had in New York in the last 7 years that I've been here. Every single day it's like 100 degrees plus, 90% humidity. I actually woke up at 6:30 and was out at 7 a.m. for this morning's run, but I just still felt so dizzy hitting that 5K. And so I'm hoping that it's the weather and not me. Keep trying, because that is the name of the game. I have a dental cleaning appointment today. Fun fact, it is my first dentist appointment in the US. I typically always hold off on my dentist appointment for when I'm in India. You know, I figured I have access to dental insurance, so why not make the most of it? And after that, I'm going over to a friend's place who I haven't met before. And they're doing this fun cookbook club night. Basically what that means is they picked one cookbook that everyone has, and everyone's making a different recipe from the cookbook. You all know I don't particularly love cooking, and so I chose kind of an easy one, but it is a yummy one. I'm making bruschetta for 8 people, and so that includes a lot of prep, but then it's just easy assembly after. Doing all the prep that I can do, and then I'll do the assembly over there. Just had my teeth cleaned. Those appointments are always a lot. Like, the noise really bothers me, but overall went pretty good. Oops, sorry.